Mm-mm. Girl, girl, like, girl, I don't know. I don't know, girl. Like, girl, sir, I hope I'm lying. I hope I'm lying, child, because that was insane. All right, ooh, child. Let me just, okay, because that was crazy. Welcome to One Message in a Bottle of Tarot. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Everything you need to know about me is down below in the description box. All right. Um, if you're new here, I definitely want you to feel welcome and free to join our psychic family. I would love to have you here. I don't know what's going on with my throat chakra. Jesus Christ. I know I'm spitting that real. Girl, what is it? Mm, let's try again. All right, if you're new here, I would love to have you as part of our psychic family. So make sure that you lock in and be a subscriber, okay? And subscribers who are already here, girl, pop up. Okay, wake up, girl. All right. Make sure you are checking. All right, and supporting the work, supporting the contents, okay? Um, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a moment when I go live and when I upload content. Definitely like the video, show your love, show your appreciation. Okay. And then when you're done with that, best friend, definitely meet us over in um VIP Patreon. All right. For those that like Patreon. And I have launched YouTube members. All right. Here. That is where you will find the world predictions, the celebrity archives, including the current true crime celebrity investigations. All right. Is there for those that like to do the subscriptions on YouTube. Okay. We just came out of a psychic reading for Malcolm Jamal Warner, and baby, I hope I'm okay. I was not ready. I was not ready, and I'm so glad that it's in members, and I didn't go live with that because the way the collective would just be in shambles, and I'm just like, really? It's so crazy because you just go thinking like one thing and the Holy Spirit just revelation, I'm just like everybody was freaking out and they're panicking. They're like, oh, and RIP to him either way, still. They're like, oh, Malcolm, Theo, oh no, and something, going on. And I'm just like, let me just go over here and just, calm everybody's nerves and just let everybody know that everything's on up and up and girl. Okay. I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, it's gonna come out, girl. But yeah, so definitely subscribe to YouTube members to watch that psychic investigation on the energy surrounding the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner. And let me know what you think because it is given what it's given. And if it's given what it's giving, I am so sorry to everybody. Okay. Okay. That being said, let's get to our Thursday wake up call. You're like, girl, it's not. What are you laughing? No, you would just have to. If you watch the reading, you would just have. You just be like, and it is. It's not like it's. It makes sense and it's giving. I'm just like, oh my god. Like this would be devastating. If this were to come out, if this were to come to light, so a huge scandal surrounding his passing and the details why they're so vague and foggy and keep turning and twisting. I get into all of that. I uncover it, break it down, no stone left unturned, and baby. Okay. That being said, let's get to our Thursday wake up call. All right. I hope wherever you are, you're happy, safe, loved, and protected. I may put the timestamp down. Well, no. Everything I say is valuable. Okay, so maybe you need to know that on Thursday, this Jupiter day, okay, everything you say and do, you are valuable. All right, here I am. I might just um not take this deck. I'm gonna just go straight from. All right, let's get into it because I don't want to get. I'm just like I'm tired of that. All right, they say look anyway. Okay, judge and jury, guilty or guilt. There's something about guilt. All right, guilty, judge, and jury. All right, definitely you be the judge. Okay, if something makes sense. All right, you may question someone's judgment. Okay, or ask them why they did that. Okay, I see a huge loss here being taken, and again, you make a huge. Okay, somebody is taking a gamble or a risk. I do feel like it will result in some type of loss. It's not. It feels like some type of get rich quick, okay, scammer type of energy. Please be aware, all right, here where you're investing your money and your investments and things like that. Okay, because it seems, good on the surface and everybody's, bigging this up and is in agreement, but I just feel like down the line there's something like somebody's fronting, there's some type of loopholes, there's some type of shortcuts, there's something that is going to just end up with everyone losing out. And then once you get the details of it or find out that somebody didn't really investigate or get all of the information, or maybe this is you, people are looking at this person. Are you like, are you out of your mind? How could you not see this? Or, why did you not call somebody or get somebody to look into that? All right. Here and again, it's giving loss or somebody invests in something and they have to not only does this could be a house or something like that. Something where somebody wants you to pay up front or something like that, and but it falls through. And I feel like it's this kind of deal like you can't get your money back or something like that. So definitely be aware. It's Mercury retrograde, so during that time, you're not supposed to be signing, doing nothing new or whatever. So just be aware. All right, it's something about judgment and getting other people to kind of weigh in and make sure something is on the up and up. So this is either you or in proximity to you. It relates to you personally, or again, this could be on a national, international, global scale. I don't know what's going on with my throat chakra and like this nerd, like somebody needs to go. Okay. All right. Um, I feel like in regards to this deal or this investment, that everybody loses. And I feel like when it goes under or it flops or whatever, people are going to be pointing fingers, saying who's to blame or, who is supposed to take care of this, who is supposed to take care of that or whatever. Um, Somebody is definitely a scammer in this or is trying to walk away with a bunch of people money, knowing that it's never going to come to fruition. I'm hearing Akon, some energy kind of like that or whatever. All right. Um, and I feel like when this opportunity uh it was or is presented, all right. Some of you may know, uh a partner with like a toxic gambling habit or something like somebody's just not the best judgment, or maybe they were, but just now that you've been taking more L's than wins. All right, so somebody could be on a bad streak and this is their latest cockamamie idea, get rich quick scheme and all of that, right? But they end up taking the L. Okay. And again, I feel this energy of judgment and this jury energy. Like even your friends could be like, why are you still with this person? Why are you still entertaining this person? you know uh they're bringing you down or dragging you down, or that's not going to end well. There's something like that. Somebody is staying in a relationship with the wrong reason, and because they're staying in a relationship with this person or individual, they've been taking a lot of L's, and so it hasn't like really transmuted that the person that they are with is karmic, and that's the reason that they're taking so many L's, because this person is very reckless, the know-it-all, but they're reckless because they think they know it all and they don't. They take shortcuts. They don't really um uh they're not really as thorough as they could be. And even if they take measures, I there's something about they just lack the foresight to see the trajectory and how this could all fall apart. And I feel like anyone else to the naked eye, and maybe people that don't even have as much skills, maybe people that don't even have the investment money or the capital, or maybe even people that don't, you know what I mean? Like regular nigga like you and me could look at something, we could be like, yeah, that's, yeah, probably not. Okay. Here, all right. I feel like again, somebody's head is clouded because of an intimate relationship. Somebody is eating where they should, basically. Um, Especially when it involves a lot of money or investing, starting a business, a venture, whatever this is, okay? Somebody's head, okay? Jesus Christ. I don't know who's attacking my throat chakra, but damn, it's like the jealousy in this motherfucker. um, Whatever the case, whoever's in this relationship, they're not thinking clearly because this relationship is based in carnality, intimacy, superficial things. And because this person has, uh, either your mind clouded or vice versa, however this works out, okay, or on the global scale, however this works out, okay. Um, Here, they're not thinking. Okay, it's not clicking to them. All right, it's not, that they should be rejecting this person or just telling this person, absolutely not. I'm not going to be able to do this. Somebody's getting finessed, okay? And somebody's getting finessed. It kind of reminds me of the Coldplay couple and all of that. Um being finessed, because it's like, bitch, you're married to a fucking billionaire and you let this, even though he got some M's and it's good, she stayed with, some niggas that has some money, but it's like, girl, you're married to a billionaire that have old money, long money, the Rothschild, and you let this two piece, you know what I mean, scam you because he trying to get to what you already have. You're not thinking, okay. This is kind of like this energy, all right? Somebody's getting somebody tied up into something, and their judgment is clouded because of the intimate relationship that they have with this person. Because if they weren't mixing business with pleasure, then they'd be able to have, clear vision and see, like, yeah, I'm not putting my money in that. I'm not going to be a part of that. You guys go ahead. I'm good with what I got. Somebody's taking a huge risk. Yeah, I got so sick. And yeah, I just, okay. This is going to end badly. All right. And I feel like a huge financial loss, the type of loss that, you can't recover from. Somebody might be doing, a good wang. Okay, well, how you signing and doing all kind of stuff, girl. Okay, it's witchcraft. But I feel like it looks good in the front, but on the back end, it all falls apart. All the money is gone. Okay. And I feel like as something starts to go bad, they're not even going to tell you that everything is in the red, everything is fucking up, right? It's all shiny and new. And then, like 3 months in, 4 months in, 5 months in, it's up, and it's like it's just all bad, all right? And they're not going to tell you that they fucked up your money, they fucked up your, but you will know that they fucked up your money because they're gonna start drinking. Okay, they're gonna start drinking. It's gonna be out of, you're gonna be like, is something going on? Is there something you want to talk to me about? Tell me about. And they're gonna be like real defensive about it because they're not gonna know how to tell you how they basically lost all your fucking money, all your 401k, all the retirement or whatever you were setting aside. And they were like, no, this is a sure bet. This is a sure thing. This is gonna make us a lot of money. They clouded your vision because they was sexing you so much, but no, they end up losing every fucking thing. Okay. So again, I don't know what part of the story this is. It's heavy energy, something surrounding, again, your judgment, a deal, an offer on the table that, again, to a regular hood on the street, they'll be like, absolutely, you dumb. Like, do not do that. Do not invest in that. Do not fucking do that. Or your homegirl. Like, nah, girl, don't. You know what I mean? Here, but for some reason, it's just not clicking, and I feel like it's not clicking because of the intimacy you share, okay, with this person. Now we do have the Chariot is in reverse, so again, it's like do not move forward, do not like stop, okay. here because I feel like something gets out of hand. It could definitely like be the cost of something. You say it's going to cost this, or well, how much you need. Okay, well, this is how much you need, and maybe at first they tell you, oh, you ain't got to give it to me until then. But then once you sign the paperwork, 48 hours later, they're like, oh, I need that now. And you're like, but you said that you didn't need it until, whenever. And they're like, yeah, but something happened and so we got to move on this now. And then all of a sudden everything becomes urgent and they need all this money right now. Okay. Is what this is giving. All right. Costs get way out of hand. Like it just goes out of control. Something is being withheld, definitely. All right, here, and somebody is covering this with charm, smoosh, like love bombing you and all of this, so you don't see. Okay. And again, they could be using your money, your savings, your phone, whatever, to do this, and sexing you, and gassing your head up and all of this. Okay, so they can get you to fund this, but I promise you, um yeah, they're gonna lose everything. Okay. Yep. Three of Pentacles, and this Knight of Pentacles. And they're not being straightforward again about everything that's involved here. Yeah. Okay. They're trying to get everybody in on this deal. They're gassing it up. They're talking it up. All right. But the outcome, of the deal, everybody gonna lose their money. Okay. They're gonna barely, this is going to ruin people. Okay. Whatever this deal is going to ruin people. Moon in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Star in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's whole livelihood, everything just gone. Okay, gone. Now, some of this is karma, all right, because I feel like there may have been an intercessor or somebody who's just, or could be me, girl. I don't know. Okay. It's like, you shouldn't do this or whatever. My man, fuck you. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't even do this. You say you broke, you blah, 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 blah. And then they just go ahead and do it anyway. And then the angel come back and be like, well, we tried to tell you. Okay. That's what it's giving. Okay. Here, but something is definitely hitting. It will all be for naught, and all this is going to be put on the back again of somebody's horse, or they're betting on this horse, and again, they end up losing all the money. The horse breaks his leg, you know what I mean, and then it's just all, and there's no way to recoup, make this back. Okay. Period. All right. Temperance card, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles in reverse. And somebody is advising this person, like, don't do it. It looks good, but don't do it. They're not going to listen. They're going to do it any fucking way. They're going to stand on business. They're going to be stubborn from something that they should have been advised to walk away from. And they're going to pay the ultimate penalty and the ultimate cost. Okay. Literally. And I feel like the cost is going to be so devastating that this person, again, they might, how they be saying them CEOs in the past of the Fortune 500 companies where, some go belly up, or they get exposed for fraud or company funds, or, they end up doing something crazy and they end up jumping off the building and commit. It's something like this, like they lose all of the money. Okay. Like, and again, I feel like it's also because they rip other people off too, and they're not going to want to have to face these other people. It's a big mess. All right. So I wouldn't be surprised, again, if somebody tries to take the easy way out. I'm getting a lot of suicide energy among like CEOs and scammers, like that scammer energy. But this whole thing is going to fall through. But there is the crazy part is there is an element of karma here. So they're given a signal to heed a warning, and I feel like they ignore it against better judgment. They ignore it because they're trying to prove a point. All right, they ignore it because they're trying to show off. And mind you, this isn't even the person who's pitching it. It's not their money. I feel like this might be your spouse trying to get you, like, again, to invest. That one little piece of retirement, that one little piece of savings, or your girlfriend or your boy or whatever. They know you got this one little corner of something, and they're like, look, we're not supposed to touch that. This is our safety net. This is for the kids. This is the college fund. We can't touch that. This is the only thing that is keeping everything afloat. It's something like that. And this person is selling them a dream, like, no, or they're being sold a dream, right? And they're going to get got by the other third party. It's something like that. Okay. Here, I can't express it enough. Good luck. Okay. Good luck with that. All right. That is what I have on your Thursday wake up call. And I will see you on the next one. Like, I don't know what the fuck is up with my throat chakra. Maybe I need to go scream, go yell at somebody or some girl. Like, what the hell? That's what they're gonna be saying. They be like, when they lose all that money, they're gonna be like, okay, like shit.